from the 330. This is Big Time Sports. Now, here's Tom Linder and Joe Dunn.
Hey, welcome into the Friday edition of the BTS Show, Big Time Sports, right here on Fox Sports Radio 1350. Glad to have you along with us. We're going to be here for the next 3 hours. I'm Tom Linder. Joe Dunn is on his way to Fort Wayne, Indiana for some AAU basketball with his son. So we've got a special guest sitting in. Told you about it yesterday. Wouldn't tell you who it was, but now I will, because it's Friday and he's here. His name is Greg Osham, and I just found him wandering through the halls here at Clear Channel.
Yeah, I was here yesterday, too.
And I said, are you doing anything tomorrow? And he said, no, not really. So welcome aboard, Greg.
Okay, well, tell them what I normally do.
I'm not sure what your job is. I don't see you do much of anything.
Okay, all right, I'll go for that.
Okay. No, Greg's usually running our board. He is the quintessential rock expert.
Okay.
Can we say the other station?
Yeah, you can say that.
Well, you say it.
Okay, Rock 106.9.
There you go. So you see now people out there going, hey, man, I heard those rock reports. It's that guy.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Okay, see?
It's that guy.
Connecting face and voice. Got it.
Yeah, see, the question is, what the hell does he know about sports, though?
Yeah, we'll find out.
You know, they're picturing you right now in a Dokken rock T-shirt or something.
Oh, is that it?
I don't know.
All right.
Maybe. So give us your background. You know, it was interesting. We were talking yesterday, and I said, Greg, I'll introduce you to a little bit of his background. How many years in radio?
Do we have to go there?
Well, you've been in radio since you were 3, but go ahead.
Well, okay, paid 1970.
So, and some of that in the Midwest, born and raised...
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Yeah.
So we were talking Minnesota, and I remember walking in and asking you yesterday, did you ever see Rod Carew?
Oh, yeah.
Live?
Saw Rod Carew steal home.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, this wasn't at the Metrodome.
No, it was this would be the old Met.
The old Met in...
Bloomington, Minnesota. This is where Fran Tarkenton used to run around and throw. As a matter of fact, that's where was it 1970 that Joe Kapp and the Vikings beat the Browns in the NFL championship game.
Joe Kapp was a great actor.
Yeah.
He
was a good quarterback.
Or maybe he was a great quarterback. Maybe I'm thinking of Roman Gabriel. He was a good actor too.
Well, Kapp was also in Longest Yard.
Yeah. Yep.
So. Yeah.
Good stuff. So you've seen some of, when you talk about some of those guys, Rod Carew, Kirby Puckett?
Saw Kirby Puckett in Milwaukee, and it was a great... Robin Yount was at third base.
Wow.
He was going to tag up. Paul Molitor had shot a deep fly to center field, and Kirby threw him out at the plate.
Wow.
The Milwaukee crowd actually stood up and gave him a standing ovation.
Now, what stadium was that? Obviously not a new...
That was at Milwaukee County Stadium.
Milwaukee County Stadium.
Oh, yeah.
Where some of the... we're connecting all the dots.
Major League.
Major League.
Yep,
was filmed and made it look like Municipal Stadium.
Yep.
See there? See, folks, I told you this rock guy was going to be good, didn't I? I told you. So, hey, let's take a look quickly at the schedule. Tonight, we're going to have some bonus big-time sports for you, because we're going to take it up into the pregame, where the Rubber Ducks are at Altoona, and Dave Wilson will have that call for you. That was a really short homestand, and they were right back out on the road. They're at Altoona, and we'll take you right into that pregame for a 6:30 first pitch. All kinds of stuff going on locally as far as baseball and softball, weather permitting, obviously. We got a window in here. I'm going to have to wait until break to look out, but it's overcast, but I don't think it's...
Partly cloudy.
Yeah, partly cloudy. Good football weather. Already a game in the books from some of our local universities. University of Akron softball team going. This is the final weekend for softball. Now, baseball's got about 3 more weekends to go, but for softball, this is it.
Yeah, the tournament is actually next weekend, right? At Firestone Stadium.
You got it. And we are efforting to broadcast maybe Wednesday or Thursday, depending on what teams are in and who will be playing at that time, from Firestone.
Okay.
That'll be fun. Next week. And the Zips coming in, we're 9-5, a game back of Kent State softball in the East at 9-5. They play a doubleheader today. First game is already in the books. They beat Northern Illinois 2-0. They'll be getting after it again here shortly in the second game of that doubleheader. Then they'll play single games against Western Michigan on Saturday and Sunday. Now, Kent State's playing their travel partner, and not to confuse anybody, what that means is they'll only play 2 games this weekend. Those are going to be Saturday and Sunday. Kent State wins both of those. They'll be the MAC East champions, and if they get a little help out west and can get some help out there, I believe it's Ball State that if they lose one of their 4 games, then Kent State could tie Ball State for the overall regular season. So get your fingers crossed. You can get out to the Diamond at Dick's Saturday and Sunday. Single games, Kent State looking to win the MAC East and maybe win the whole kit and caboodle. But Akron looks to be positioning themselves to be in the tournament, so that's great. We'll have both of our local teams down at Firestone Stadium. Elsewhere, baseball tonight, the Zips 9-9 are at home down at Lee Jackson Field. That one just underway. 3 o'clock first pitch. Tonight, under the lights at Schoonover Stadium, Olga Murrell Field. Here's the Kent State Golden Flashes 12-6. In the East, they are atop the East. They've got 3 home games this weekend. 6 o'clock tonight against Northern Illinois, and then the Huskies and the Golden Flashes will have games 6 o'clock on Saturday, 1 o'clock on Sunday. And our beloved Cleveland Indians. Greg?
No offense.
Are we waving the white flag yet?
No, I don't think so, but, man, the last, is it 6 games? What's their batting average for the last 6-7 games? It's under 200.
Yeah.
And they've left like 36 guys on base.
Oh, you're talking about the whole team, not Swisher.
Oh, no.
You're talking about the whole team.
But they've left like 36 guys on base.
Yeah.
There's no offense.
But, well, that's what Jambi's here for. So
right.
I'm still feeling good. Jambi's here for that. So
now, John Danks beat him the last time.
Yeah. And
wasn't it Salazar that... so they have the same matchup.
Yep.
Okay.
So tonight it's Danks 2-1, 3.48 ERA, taking on Danny Salazar 0-3, 6.04. Travis lost 6 straight, and the White Sox coming to down. They've got Jose, what's his name? The young kid that's just hitting the snot out of the ball. Is it Cabrera? I'm thinking, no. What is it? A young kid? He's leading the league with 10 home runs right now.
Didn't Salazar blow up in the last matchup between the White Sox?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, going along, riding along, nice and
all
smooth.
Right.
So also of interest, maybe on the back page there, the Detroit Tigers today signed Joel Hanrahan. Remember him? Coming off Tommy John surgery 2013. For 2 years, 11 and 12. Those years, he was with the Pirates, 76 of 84 saves and a 1.83 ERA. And that's not good news. That's not good news for the Tribe.
No.
So they're already starting to lose sight in their windshield of Detroit, who's starting to lose sight of us in their rearview mirror.
Well, they've already been losing to teams in the division anyway,
right?
Which is terrible.
Yeah,
most of the losses have been against the Central Division.
Yeah, now they've got a chance. I believe Minnesota comes in after this, so they've got a chance to make some hay, and they're going to have to do it at home.
Yeah.
So that's going to be interesting. And again, that one tonight should be a good one. Salazar's just got to get it turned around. He's got to be able to get through that order the second and third time. He hits the wall at about whether halfway through the 4th or top of the 5th, and he's got to find a way to get through that.
I saw him 2 starts ago, and it was terrible. What happened last start? I don't remember.
Last start he was good, but then he got into the same situation. As it got later, he gets 2 outs. I mean, there's certain times when he just cannot make a pitch, when he can't get that last out. He's been good, and then all of a sudden, and sometimes I think there was an error behind him recently or a misplayed ball, whatever, but he just couldn't get out of the inning. Couldn't get out of his own way, couldn't make a pitch, and then he gives up a 3-run home run, and it's too late.
Is it consistently one pitch, or is it...
No, I think so. What happens is he gets something up in the zone and they turn on it. He gets stuff up in the zone and they take advantage of it. He could be sailing along, but hitters, as we know in the major leagues, they make adjustments.
Yeah, I mean the one game I saw him pitch, he got spanked bad, so it was everything he threw was bad. So
yeah,
okay.
he's got good stuff, and again, we kind of knew with him and Carlos Carrasco that this was going to be a learning process.
Yeah,
we were going to watch them. Succeed, fail, succeed, fail, succeed, that type of thing, because these guys, they're young. He's not that far removed from Tommy John surgery, and, he's on-the-job training right now. Now, one guy that I think is happy that he got moved from the starting rotation to the bullpen is Carlos Carrasco. I think he's happy about that.
I was reading this the other day. Did you see that... They now claim that guys who have had Tommy John surgery are actually worth more in the free agency?
Really?
Because it's already been done. As opposed to having a ticking time bomb, and all of a sudden they find a partial tear, and then they have to deal with 1 year off. So a lot of these guys, after they have successful surgery, they're actually worth more.
And the thing that's interesting, it's like riding a motorcycle. You know what they say about guys on motorcycles? There's those that have been in a wreck,
and those that don't wear those that don't use helmets, or what?
Are the guys that are going to get back in a wreck? No, they say you've either been in a wreck or you're going to be in a wreck.
Right, exactly. Well, it's the same thing with pitching.
Right, and that's Tommy John. You've either had it or you're eventually going to have it.
They go. There seems to be more surgeries. Well, it's because they're now diagnosing the problem, because people used to sit there and work through partial tears.
Sure.
Sure. But full tears was the only time that they could really tell that they needed the surgery.
The scary part is some of these major surgeons are saying they're seeing 11 and 12-year-olds. Yeah. That's the bad thing.
Maybe throwing too many curveballs.
Yeah, and just overuse. It's the other thing is there's a big argument going on about the curveball that I don't want to get into about, hey, if you throw it right, it doesn't do anything. I agree with that, but how many kids throw it right at 10 and 11? So the big thing is overuse. These kids, in the good old days, you played baseball when it was baseball season. You played football, then you played ice hockey or whatever. If you're in Minnesota, you played ice hockey. And then you played baseball in the summer. You played basketball. You did something different and gave your arm a rest if you were throwing. Nowadays, these kids at age 6 and 7, they play baseball starting middle of maybe April or even May. They play all summer long. They're playing 60 to 80 games. And the thing is, when they're at that age, they're the starting pitcher, and when they get taken out of the game, some of them put on the equipment. Some of them put on the equipment and catch because they're the best athlete.
Right.
So now they're still throwing, or they go from the pitcher's mound to shortstop
or second base.
Yes, because they're the best athletes.
Right.
So they're finding out that these kids just the wear and tear. And then what happens is when fall comes around, we got to play fall baseball. So they play fall baseball. And then during the winter, if you're ever going to be any good, you got to work out during the winter.
Oh, of course.
There's no breaks. So these kids are throwing all winter long. They come back, and next thing you know, these young kids have 1,500 throws on their arms.
So sub-teen guys are getting Tommy John surgery?
Correct. Oh, yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I had a partial tear as a pitcher, and just never did anything, just let it heal.
Yeah. It'll do
the old days,
and sometimes it'll heal stronger because it's scar tissue.
Right.
It'll heal over. It'll be scar tissue. But the other thing that a lot of people find, get your arm fixed. Get your arm fixed. A lot of guys will tell you, and guys that have been through it, it's a new ligament. The other one's a little worn out or torn, but it's not so much that. It's all the rehab you go through and the things you should have been doing all along that you do. That gives you that extra 4 or 5 miles an hour. This is the Chicago Cubs kid that fell down and broke his
super arm. Which is insane.
Yeah,
that doesn't work.
Exactly. So it's not that
Mr. Rubber band arm.
Right. It's not that.
That's idiotic.
It's not that situation at all. So, younger and younger. That's kind of a scary thing. So there's kind of a look at our schedule. We're going to take a break. We're going to pay some bills, and when we come back, we're going to talk to Tony Jaber. and you'll probably remember him, owner of the Firehouse and all the different firehouses around the area. His real pride is that the Firehouse and the different restaurants he has on the Circle in Talmadge. But he's going to be calling us from Canal Park, where Mogadore is playing today. And while the Rubber Ducks are out of town, the high school guys are going to take over Canal Park. There's a bunch of games that are going to be played there this weekend. So we'll touch base with Tony Jaber, owner of the Firehouse, live from Canal Park, where Mogadore, the Wildcats, are getting set to play a baseball game here at 4 o'clock. We'll be back after this. This is Big Time Sports on Fox Sports Radio, 1350.
Omni Orthopedics is proud to announce their